there, welcome to Jujubee DIY. Today I'm bringing you 3 awesome crafts, so go get your crafty party pants on and let's get creative. So the inspiration for my first DIY comes from Adrienne over at Full-Time DIY Mommy. She made these adorable trays and I wanted to make one too. So I'm taking this box from the Dollar Tree, scoring the back, and then I'm going to pop that little guy right off the back there. Next, I'm going to give it a few coats of the Waverly Chalk paint in the color Plaster. Next, I'm going to take these flat back pearls that I bought from the Dollar Tree. I love these things. They add so much dimension and detail to any project. And I'm just going to place them on the sides of my box here. I'm going to make 2 layers of them, and you'll see what I mean here in just a minute. I want to thank my returning viewers for coming back. I really do appreciate you so very much, and I'm grateful that you're still sticking with me. So thank you so much. And if you're new to my channel, I'm Sarah. I'm a stay-at-home mom to 3 beautiful girls, and I like to do a farmhouse / country cottage style decor for my home, and I love to share that with you here on my channel. So we're just going to go around the whole perimeter of this box with these flat back pearls. Next, we're just going to do a little distressing with the Waverly Chalk paint in the color Mineral. I'm just taking this brush from the Dollar Tree. It's just one of their stencil brushes, and I'm just going to use that to distress my edges and then the fronts, or the side, I guess, where the pearls are. Oh yeah, I had gone back and painted over the pearls with the white paint too, or the plaster, I'm sorry. So we're just distressing it, making it look old and cute. Next, I'm going to take a couple pages out of these scrapbook books. Oh, I'm just going to take a couple pages out of these. I got them at Michael's. So I'm showing you here that I'm going to pick this one with the house. So I'll just pull that out. And then I'm going to go through this one. There's so many beautiful papers, and I had a hard time choosing which one I wanted to use. I thought about that one, but it was a little too neutral for me. I really do like pops of color, and so I was thinking either this one here with the greenery or this beautiful floral one. I was really drawn to the floral one, but I kind of was thinking the greenery would be a little more neutral and easier to use for longer periods of time in my house. So I'm just going to place my little back onto my paper, trace it out, and then I'm just going to cut it with my, that thing right there. So we're just going to cut out both pieces of paper. Now I'm going to use my Gorilla Chalk, no. What am I talking about? My Gorilla Glue stick, and then I'm going to adhere both the back and that house paper onto that cardboard piece. And then I'm just going over this with the Mineral Chalk paint. So I went over it with Mod Podge and it wrinkled horribly. I don't think I let the bottom layers dry sufficiently, so I was super sad. I was really sad, actually. So it bothered me too much. I had to go back in and change it, and you'll see here in just a second what I changed it to. And actually, I think it turned out better. So here is the candle stand. I had distressed that with the Mineral as well, and I just attached it with the super glue. So here is what I came up with instead. I just ripped up all the other stuff and redid it. And now I am just adding some of this adorable burlap ribbon from the Dollar Tree along the edges of my house paper here. Yeah, I'm gonna have to get more of that ribbon because it is super cute. I have been having so much fun using that around in my DIYs. So here is a look at how that turned out. I think it is super cute and I think it's totally functional. You could set it on a side table and throw keys and glasses or whatever you want in there, or just decorate it for fun. So today's video is part of a challenge. This is Try It Tuesday, hosted by the magnificent and wonderful Sammy over at Unicorn Dust Designs. If you have not checked her channel out, I strongly suggest you go and watch some of her videos after you watch mine. I will leave her video link in the description box down below. And her co-host today is Rebecca Virginia from Rebecca Virginia DIY. I have just discovered Rebecca Virginia DIY not very long ago. She is phenomenal. She makes the cutest stuff, and I think you definitely need to go check out her channel as well. Today, we'll also have a playlist attached to it. I will link that playlist along with both channels in my description box down below. So what did you think of that first DIY? Was it a hit or a miss? Let me know what you think in the comments down below. So the inspiration for my next piece comes from Yelena over at Blondie Next Door. She made these amazing little planter holders out of the tumbling tower blocks. So I'm going to use some tumbling tower blocks here, and I'm going to use my little square there just to make sure everything is together. Now I did make 4 that were 3 tall, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 that were 2 tall. And then we're going to attach them together like I have that H here. And I lost some of the footage, so you're going to attach these 2 pieces, the H's, together with crossbars to make a square. So you can see what I did here with these pieces that I'm showing you. Next, we're going to start the weaving process. So I am taking a long piece of jute twine here, and I've doubled it up, and I'm just going to start with a little, I think that's kind of like a macrame knot. I don't know what it's called, maybe, but I'm just going to kind of loop it in through there, and then I'm going to bring it across, and I'm going to wrap it around the pieces, the tumbling tower pieces there, until I get to the middle, and then I'll, oh, right. We kind of come up over the side here and then over the top of that cross piece. I don't know. It's kind of hard to explain, so you kind of see what I'm doing. And if you want more, like I think Elena did it so much better on her channel. So I'll definitely link that in my description box down below, and you can definitely go check out her channel if you need more clarification than what I'm giving you here. But we're just going to wrap it around, tie it off, and then we're going to go on the opposite side and do the same thing. We're just going to start, it's kind of in the middle here, so we're going to wrap it around so it makes that cute little knot looking bit over the straight one. Yeah, I'm really doing a great job explaining this here, guys. Whew. Hopefully you can just see what I'm doing. Oh dear. Okay, so we're just gonna wrap again, wrap, wrap, wrap. And anywhere you have little bits that aren't quite adhered down the way you want it, just wrap the jute string around it and fill it in. It's really great and easy and simple. And this project really, really is not hard. It is really easy. It just looks hard. So we'll just wrap that baby up, and we'll move on to the other side here. Oh wait, nope, not moving on yet. We're gonna wrap some more. Wrap, wrap, wrap. Okay, now we're gonna move on to the weaving process. So basically what we're gonna do is we're just gonna weave this bit of twine, which I did double up as well. We're just doing that same kind of loopy knot. I don't think it's even a knot, but it's a loopy thing. Okay, so we're gonna go over, under, and then under and flip it up over the top of the Jenga pieces and come back. So you can kind of see what I'm doing here. You go down and under, then you're gonna flip it up over the top, and then you're gonna go under, over, under, over, under, flip over the Jenga block again. So yeah, just turn on a show, watch some YouTube. You know, I've got a whole channel that's, or a whole playlist really, that you can binge on my channel. So yeah, feel free to check that playlist out if you want. So we're just gonna weave this until it is all the way done. And here are both of these little plant stands completed. I love these so much. And you can do so many great variations of this project. You can paint them however you want. There's so many different colors of twine, or you could even probably use like yarn. I would probably use like a wool yarn though if I was gonna do yarn, but they're super cute. So what did you think about that craft? I think that it turned out really awesome. And even though I kind of struggled with it, it really was a very easy project to do. Try It Tuesday is a super fun challenge where we get to try 3 other creators' projects, giving credit where credit is due. I hope you enjoy these projects. Let's get into the next DIY. The inspiration for our third and final DIY comes from Sammy herself over at Unicorn Dust Designs. She made these adorable lanterns using these nesting boxes, and I had to give it a try. To prep the box, I'm just taking off those metal pieces, gonna use a little sandpaper, and then I'm just going to go over everything with a coat of the Waverly Wax. Now, I don't know what kind of sorcery they're using on their adhesive for the stickers, but dude, those things were so hard to get off. So if you're gonna do this, really, you know, take your time and make sure you're getting that sticker completely off. So we're just gonna just stress the sides here with some of the mineral using that same stencil brush from the Dollar Tree. And then I'm just going to do the same mineral on the bottoms of these boxes because it is just that MDF board. It looks a little funny, so you kind of have to make it blend in with the sides. So what I'm doing is I am taking that baby wipe that I used with the antique wax on it, and I'm rubbing all over that plaster chalk paint, kind of blending it in together, and then I'm going to go over it again with more of the plaster. And I think that that blended it in perfectly. So next we're going to take some Aleene's tacky glue, and we are just going to adhere dowels. These are 12-inch dowels in the larger size boxes. So what I'm doing is I'm doing one lantern that will be using the large boxes and one lantern that will be using the middle boxes. And for that middle box, I did cut my dowels down to 9 inches. Here I'm just adding some cubes into the very smallest boxes so that it has more surface to attach to the top of the lantern. So once all the dowels are attached, I just took 6 pieces of jute twine and I just made a basic braid with it. And then I'm going to cut that braid down to the size that I need for my boxes. So I did just braid a huge long piece, and I'm just going to cut it down, and I'll just, you know, put some hot glue on it to keep it from unraveling. It's pretty easy. So then once I get it all measured out, I'm going to just attach these ropes in an X shape on 2 sides of my lantern. Then I'm going to take this jute twine and I'm going to wrap it around the bottom and the top of the lantern, both lanterns, twice. And I'm just going to adhere it in the back with the hot glue. Next, I'm going to take these These are peg doll stands. You can buy them at Michael's. And I'm just going to take 2 of them and glue them together with the super glue. And then I will just do the same with the antique wax and distress with the mineral on both of these pieces. And then I'm just going to hot glue a bead with the holes to the sides. Next, we're going to take some of this wired jute twine. And I cut off a piece that I want. I just kind of eyeballed the size. I have no idea how long it was. And I'm just going to stick it in both sides of that bead. This is one of the bigger beads that I picked up in a package from Amazon. So I don't have any idea what size that bead is. So now we're going to finish off the sides. So we're going to make this little Princess Leia. We're going to start at the side here, and we're just going to wrap this regular jute twine, and we're just going to wrap it around where the bead and that wired twine meet. I just wanted it to look more finished off. So I'm going to wrap it around twice, and then I'll wrap it around the base of the bead, come back around and wrap it twice around the other side. And you'll see it kind of will remind you of Princess Leia. So then I'm going to adhere down a little bit with hot glue, come back around the back side, and then I'll attach it with more hot glue and snip it off. Now every princess needs a sash, so we're going to create a little sash. I'm kidding, this really isn't Princess Leia. It's the top to our lantern. So if you haven't yet subscribed to my channel and you like what you see here today, I would love it if you would hit that red subscribe button, click the notification bell so you get notified every time I upload new content, and join me in my little jujube hive, if you will. So now we're just going to add some jute twine around the top. I just added 1 layer on the very littlest box here, adding some hot glue onto those little wood blocks. Now I'm making sure that the back of my twine is sitting towards the back of where I want my lantern because of how the jute twine was finished off. And then we'll just hot glue this little finial on top. And there you go. This is how it looks. This is like my hands down most favorite project I have ever made. I love this, and I am so looking forward to decorating it with each season. Like I can see it in fall, and I can see it at Christmas, and I can see it at Easter, and I can just see it year round. I just love this. So I want to thank Sammy, Unicorn Dust Designs, and Rebecca Virginia for hosting this wonderful challenge. I think it is an awesome opportunity to get to try what other creators are making and get to show you what I come up with. So I hope you have a happy, healthy, and blessed day. Please go check out the playlist, and I'll catch you next time. Bye! Let's get started. No, that's not right. That's not right at all. Not even close, yo. What is it? I wrote it down. Remember. DIY. Why? I feel like this eye droops. All right. Hi there, welcome to Jujube. Yeah, that was it. Hi there, welcome to Jujube, 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 dee 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 la 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 ho 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 hee 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 hee. started. Nope. Perfect. Or a miss. I really liked how it turned it out. Maybe. That was bad. So today's video is haven't yet subscribed to my channel. What are you waiting for? Hey, I bet you thought I was done. Hey, if you're still watching, give me a little bee emoji in my comments down below. And anybody who has put a bee in my comments will be entered in for a giveaway. The winner will be announced May 29th on my community tab.